Next, you need to,
Robin,
yes.
I wonder if you used the word serendipitous a little while ago. I wonder if you might just take a moment to talk about how you made the decision to become a resume writer as opposed to a chemical engineer.
Okay.
You shared a little bit of that with me earlier, I believe.
Right. I mean, I was a chemical engineer, worked for Mobile Chemical for 10 years. I was a planning analyst, and Mobile decided to get rid of all their planning analysts. Fell swoop. I was like the last one they kept. They were cutting back on their whole organization. Later on determined that was probably because they were busy negotiating with Exxon to join together, so they don't need planning analysts anymore if you're not going to be a company. Then I worked for another company called ABB Simcon for a division doing optimizers, and their technology wasn't, there were issues with their technology, and eventually they were shutting down the division. So as we finished projects, everybody got laid off. So we finished a project, got laid off. And then I worked for Brown and Williamson for 8 years. As I said, I worked for a tobacco company, and I decided I hated my job for lots of reasons. I was going home. Every place I worked, basically, I was excited when I first became a chemical engineer, but by the time I left, I'd go home with my pillow, hitting my pillow. And I'd had a friend of mine where the company was, who had owned a resume writing company. And because I had been a planning analyst, I was helping her analyze her finances in the past to set up a spreadsheet for her so she could manage her finances. And when I got laid off, she offered if I would set up her first website, she would go ahead and help me with the job search. And one day she went and said, how would you like to try to write a resume for this computer person? And I did that. And I've been writing resumes ever since because I enjoyed it. And ancillarily, every place that I worked, I'd always end up writing resumes, not resumes, writing technical stuff for the top people in the company, or writing them for the top people, because I was the person who could translate technical stuff into stuff that other people could understand. So I combined my writing, and I had become an engineer because I got into MIT and not Princeton. And MIT was my engineering side. I was going to go to Princeton to become a writer or a lawyer. So I now became a resume writer. And later on, NASA contacted me to write for their senior executives, hearing from others that I was really good at translating technical folks and being able to write for them. So I now have the best of both worlds, combining my technical by working for technical folks, as well as writing resumes, with the freedom to do the work and telling exciting stories every day, working for rocket scientists and such like that. So I just go to my computer every day, doing the joy work that I still enjoy doing daily.
All right. Thank you.